Nah, just kidding. But how about you stop telling me what to do, money? Money. Money, money. We got a long history, don't we? Let's just call it for how it is. You're a god. There's a religion, and you're the god of that religion. More time is devoted to you. More marriages end because of you. More lives are taken in your name. And you talk about worship songs. Look at the whole rap industry. Good gosh. You talk about exaltation and praise and glory. I mean, look at all of our TV shows that just gawk at exuberant spending and massive wealth. You talk about temples. Look at your casinos and your banks and your Wall Street. And dude, you're a god. And maybe that's why the Bible says you can't worship God and money, because it's a fact. There's a religion, and you're the god of that religion. And you know, you were my god for a while, weren't you? You were my god early on in life. You got a hold of me right around the time that the God got a hold of me, oddly enough. And I was caught up in this thing that you were telling me, that my key to happiness in my life was going to be to be rich. And I listened, and I devoted myself and worshiped you in that way. A lot of my decisions earlier on in my life were based off of this idea that I needed to be rich, so I chose a college major that would make me rich. I started to steal stuff to cheat and shortcut my way to being rich. And I just did all of these things in worship, in devotion to you, because you were my God. And then I realized at some point that a lot of money wasn't actually going to make me happy. But then I kind of flip-flopped and went to the other side, where I thought that having no money was going to be the thing that was going to make me happy. And it was tricky because it was still all about you. I wasn't free still. It was just lack of money instead of a lot of money that was going to make me happy. And so a lot of my decisions in the middle part of my life were devoted to basically poverty and thinking that was going to make me happy. And then I started reading Robert Kiyosaki and Rich Dad Poor Dad, and a lot of stuff that he said really opened my eyes up to see that it's not about if you got money or you don't got money. It's about if money's got you. It's about if money's got control of your mind, your time, your attention, your devotion, and are you a slave to money? It doesn't actually matter how much you have. And I realized that my whole life up to that point, it was about you. You had me, and I was your servant, and you were my God. And so I really repented at that time, and I realized that money, you're not a god, you're just a tool, you're a resource to be used and stewarded well, and to just be put into submission and made to work for us, not us work for you. So, and then the last couple of years, they've been just kind of living out of that. I mean, spending your money to buy assets that make you more money, and leveraging other people's money to help you buy these assets. And so it's been a lot of that in the last couple of years. It's been okay. It's been good. I don't have a ton of money, but I've got some assets, a little bit of assets now. I got a lot of debt, a lot of income, a lot of expenses, and so just a lot is going on. But there's been a lot of freedom because you're not in the position of God in my life anymore. So there's been a lot of freedom. But I just really recently have noticed that you have snuck in again, and you've been telling me what to do, and I've been listening for a little while now. But you've changed your strategy, right? Because you're not like this high mighty God in my life anymore. You're sneaky now. You went and got your buddy Fear, and now your buddy Fear is like standing here to intimidate me and bully me and threaten me and create fear in my life, and you're standing behind him whispering things from back there. And here's kind of what I've realized that you've been saying, and what that has caused me to do. You've created so much fear in me that now I have a little bit of money, I'm so afraid to lose that. And it's like, if I lose that, then life is over. And so I like panic about that. And what it's made me do is like, I'll work 80-hour weeks in a panic and a frenzy to make sure that I'm working this all together. I'll lay awake at night thinking about how this is all going to work together, how all the debt will get paid off, how these assets are all going to be, restored and put into the proper positions and leveraged the right way. And I've gotten like this anxiety thing so much so to where I'm starting to like hear this like windy noise, and I've never had so much anxiety, but it's like this overwhelming burdened fear of losing the little bit of money that I have. And you've come and you've told me what to do again, and I just realized that recently, and I am now here to tell you, money, dude, leave me alone. Don't tell me what to do, because here's the bigger voice that God has just recently, and again, he's done this throughout my life, but he recently comforted me again with this voice. And he says, it's like when I have these panicky moments, it's literally like he'll put his hand on my shoulder and he'll be like, Matt, it's okay. I've got you. It's gonna be okay. And he helps me to breathe and to calm down. And there's this line in a song, in the Ocean song, that says this: you've never failed me and you won't start now. And this is so relevant when it comes to God providing because I think deep down the core fear in me is not providing for my family and not being able to give them what they need just to survive and function. And our life is crazy and chaotic, and we need resources to be able to make it happen, and I'm afraid to lose that. And so I think that's my core fear, but God has never ever failed me. We've never gone a day without food. We've never had no roof over our head. We've always been taken care of. We've always had clothes. We've always had everything that we need. And yet I think that it's all going to fall apart. I'm going to lose everything. I'm going to lose it. And God's like, shh, son, I got you. I've never let you down. I've never failed you. I know your heart is to love me. I know your heart is not in worship to money anymore. So you know what? I'm going to provide for you. The cattle on 1,000 hills is mine. I own it all. And if I need to shift money around, which God has done so many times, crazy things have happened in my life so that he can provide what we need for a while. And he keeps doing it over again. So God's calming voice in my life has helped me to combat you, money, from sneaking in again behind your big bully fear and telling me that I need to stay awake at night and be distracted from my family and work all these hours and have this anxiety and get so in a tizzy over the fear of losing you. Like you have life and death in your hands. And I'm telling you, money, God's helped me. Thank God he has. And he's comforted me, and he's helped me to realize that you're sneaking in again. So money, dude, leave me alone. Stop telling me what to do.